Hello everyone. I'm Arlen Mendiola. I am class of 2010. I was involved with the Filipino Student Association from 2006 to 2010, primarily with People Power all 4 years, did camp all 4 years, volunteered at ASF every single time, took PhD in my second year. I was also People Power co-coordinator for PCC 18, and the following year I was the PCC 19 co-chair.
So, my full name is Jennifer Tamara Arredondo, and I go by Jenny Joy. And the years I was involved were, I believe it was 95 to 99. Yes. PCC, of course, is really what drew me into the whole Filipino Student Association after I became involved with the Filipino Cultural Celebration. I participated in, we had Alay. We were the year that founded kind of the Kuya Ate program. The association was growing and expanding a lot back then. And we actually didn't have a choir coordinator or director, and it kind of looked like the choir might not happen. And so I stepped up and I became the choir coordinator, even though I didn't have much experience, professional experience. And I remember at that time the choir did not have a name. It was still pretty young um, in it itself, And so I remember that I named the choir Isang Himig, and as far as I know, it is the current name that you guys are still using.
Hi, everyone. My name is Percival, or Percy for short. I was in Santa Cruz from 2012 to 2017. I was in IH, PCC, and then FSA Core, Kasama, People Power, a little tech crew, actually. In terms of leadership, I was an IH co, and then in 2013, 2014, and then PCC co for Alum ng Panahon, and then FSA co-chair. And then I was one of the leads for PCC my fifth year in 2017. It was the one on mental health. But yeah.
So I graduated from 2017, and I started off on ASF when I was a senior in high school, but I ended up really enjoying my experience. So then freshman year, I got really, really involved in all things FSA, and then I was mostly just a member, but I did want to take on a little bit more. So I got involved as an intern at the time. I was interning for Pagkakaisa Dance Troupe for PDT. So PDT holds a really soft spot in my heart. I love joining the different aspects because I did touch upon, I think, all of them aside from Halawan. I did Ally because I had done a couple of their spoken words, and then yeah, did PDT, Kasama, People Power, all of them. So I was involved sophomore year, interned again, but never really took on leadership positions until my junior year, where I was PDT coordinator, and then senior year I became FSA co-chair.
Kimmy Mojica. I was at Santa Cruz from 97 to 2001. I first started as a member of what was called FSA Hip Hop as a freshman. Sophomore year, coordinated with Dan Jumanin and then renamed it The Aspect Halawan. By my senior year, I was part of writing the play from that year. I think I also co-coordinated with Ken Sanko and Cynthia Campwet as PCC co-chairs. But the play itself was also part of my thesis in American Studies when it was still around, just as the creative practice of community building.
So I am Lynn Gabriel, but back then I went by Lynn Galumgum, got married. I was active in FSA, started in I think 1990. So active in FSA 1990 through 92, and then also the dance troupe, I want to say like early 91 all the way through 92. Yeah, and then so in the first year that I was really active, I was treasurer for FSA. And then falling into 91, 92, I was more focused on the dance troupe. Back then we had different budgets. So we had two different treasurers, one for the FSA and one for the dance troupe.
Hi, my name is Alexis. I was a part of Bayanihan from 2015 to 2019, so a total of all 4 years of my college. In my first year, I was part of tech crew and camp. My second year, I was a part of tech crew, camp, and Kasama. My third year, I actually held a position as administrative officer, and I still took part in tech crew and Kasama. And then my last year, I was Bayanihan co-chair, and I still stayed in tech crew and Kasama and camp.
So I was at UC Santa Cruz from 1996 to 2000. PCC was, definitely a highlight, I have to say, of my collegiate experience because it was a retention tool. For me to be involved as the coordinator was cool because that's where I actually was able to begin to build my leadership skills. I was also, the first CYP intern for the Kuya Ate mentorship program. Folks were so into PCC, it was cool, but you know what? They weren't doing well in their classes, right? So we created, a retention program where we straight up from the ground up, and like we created our own tutorial program. So, and that was the beginning of the movement towards actually creating student-led retention centers at UC Santa Cruz.
My name is Nicole Hayes. I was in Bayanihan from 2011 to 2015, kind of 2016 too. I was around. I was in tech crew, and then I stage managed for People Power my third year, and then I was PCC co-chair my fourth year, so 2014, 2015.
So Lang and I joined FSA and PDT, and we got involved fairly quickly. Our freshman year, we did that. And then going to our sophomore year, we volunteered to become co-coordinators of PDT and eventually the first ever PCC. So came in and decided, didn't really know what to major in, just took a bunch of math classes. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, time to declare. And econ was it. But I did spend a lot of time within the FSA organization with PDT. I was also active in APISA, which is the Asian Pacific Islanders Student Association. But yeah, that's in a nutshell, that's when I was there and what I was doing.